Hello everyone. Today I'm going to tell you a bit about how to use if statements in the Java programming language. Now we'll go ahead and make a new project, Java project, and call it if statements. Okay, and within it we will make a new class and call it if statements as well. And I'll just go ahead and include the main method here. If I put in this check, it'll automatically put in the public static void main that I've been typing. So go ahead and put that in there. Alright. If statements are basically a block of code that execute based on whether a Boolean expression returns true. So we have the keyword if right here, which shows up in purple. I'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit so you can see this a little better. Okay, so we have the keyword if, which basically tests a Boolean expression, which comes right after it, to see whether it's true or false. If the Boolean expression is true, then the block of code from this bracket to this bracket will execute. So if 1 was equal to 5, which is not, then this block of code would execute. So it's not going to execute in this current condition. I'll just demonstrate that for you real quick. See, we have nothing show up in the console because this Boolean expression doesn't return true. The Boolean expression has to return true. So we'll make one that is. If 5 is equal to 5, which it is, so this Boolean expression will return true. So this block of code will execute. I'll go ahead and run this. And the if statement returned true, which is what this string is here. Alright. You can also use parentheses within these Boolean expressions to add variables or numbers together, such as this. This executes first, which makes 5 right here, and then it's checked to see if this is equal to what's on the other side of the equal sign, which is this. This is the first operand, and this is the second one. So you basically have, if 5 is equal to 5, then print out the code that's in between these two brackets, which is, of course, this print line statement here. And I'll go ahead and run that. And the if statement returned true. Okay. So the next thing we'll talk about is how to use if statements with variables. Okay. So we have this variable test1, which I set equal to 5, and this variable here, test2, which I set equal to 45. And I have my Boolean expression here, which will return true if this statement is true. And so is test 1 less than test 2? Yeah, because 5 is less than 45. So this Boolean expression will return true. So this if statement will execute its block of code, which is going to be the same thing I have in there right now. And the if statement returned true. So that's just a quick little example of how you can use variables in these Boolean expressions for the if statements as well. Alright, you can also use strings. Alright, so now we're basically testing to see if this string variable test, which I set equal to the new string object called Java, we're testing to see if that is equal to this string object Java. And it'll return true because this is set to equal to Java right now. So I'll go ahead and run it, and this block of code will execute, and the if statement returned true. So if it was, if I'd put something else here, like that, it wouldn't execute anything at all. None of this code wouldn't do anything, and nothing would show up in the console. So, as you can see, you can already start making, you can see how you can make a little bit more complicated of Java programs now, even with the little bit that I've gone over.